and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, the Cubs are going to face off with the Brewers in a rubber match of a three-game series. The Cubs, suffering a disappointing 4-3 loss in yesterday's game, are coming back to try to win the series today. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the Cubs. He's making start number 18 with a 7-4 record. He has a 4.08 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. The Cubs lineup will include Horner, Rizzo, Correa, Harper, Springer, Bryant, Santana, Ramos, Nola, and that Nola batting ninth and doing the pitching. Marcus Stroman now the pitcher for the Brewers. He's making start number 17 with a 6-4 record. He has a 3.35 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. The Brewers lineup will be Kane, Arcia, Yelich, Hiura, Navarez, Ortega, Marrero, Florimon, and Stroman batting ninth. The roof is again closed as it is monsoon season here in Wisconsin, and it is time to get this game underway. Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Brewers, facing off with Nico Horner in the top of the first inning. 1-1 is the count as Stroman looking for the sign and looking to deliver the pitch. The Cubs still maintaining a 12.5 game lead over the Cardinals in the Central Division standings, and a 14.5 game lead over the Brewers, who are in third place. Horner grounds it up the middle. The shortstop has it. Fires over to first for out number one. Rizzo now the batter, with one out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Anthony Rizzo. That is way inside for ball four. So the walk is issued. As Rizzo walks down to first, Correa is the next batter. Correa waiting for the full count pitch. Here it comes, outside for ball four. So back-to-back walks are issued. Cubs now with two men on, one out, and Bryce Harper's the batter. Stroman struggling with his command here in the first inning. 2 balls is the count to Bryce Harper. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder towards second. The throw to short, the relay to first, and there is a 4-6-3 double play. So just that quick, the inning is over. The Cubs strand 2. They get nothing. We go to the bottom of the second of a scoreless ball game. Lorenzo Cain leading off against Aaron Nola here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 strike is the count. Nola looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. Popped up to center. Springer chasing to his right and making the play for out number 1. Arcia now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Arcia. Here it comes. Grounded towards short. Charging is Correa. He throws to first, but the throw is late as the speedy Arcia beats it out for an infield single. Christian Yelich now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 3 balls is the count. Here's the pitch. And a drive to left. Chasing is Santana. He makes the running catch. Very nice play by Danny Santana for the second out of the inning. Hiura now the batter with 2 outs and 1 man on. Nola working. First pitch to Keston Hiura, and there's a grounder toward first. Rizzo picks it. He steps on the base to end the inning. So the Brewers strand a runner. We go to the top of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Springer facing Stroman here in the top of the second inning. 2-1 is the count. Here is the pitch. Liner past the shortstop into left field. That is going to be a leadoff single for George Springer. He stops at first, and it brings up Chris Bryant. Runner on first, nobody out. Full count pitch to Chris Bryant, and he drives it down the left field line. That looks like it's going to clear the wall. Chris Bryant with his second home run of the season, and the Cubs now have a 2-0 lead in the top of the second inning. Chris Bryant, 389 feet down the left field line, and the Cubs high-fiving their way back to the dugout as they take the early lead here in the top of the second inning. Stroman now facing Santana. That was Bryant's second home run and 4 RBIs now on the season. Full count pitch. Danny Santana waiting. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a low breaking ball. And Santana is the first out of the inning. Ramos now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls is the count. Here is the pitch to Wilson Ramos. And there's a drive down the left field line. Almost the exact same spot as Bryant's. That is going to be another home run. The Cubs now have a 3-0 lead in the top of the second inning. A little bit longer. That was 405 feet down the left field line. And now the Cubs up by 3. Aaron Nola, the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls is the count to Nola. And he lines it up the middle for a base hit. Nola with the single to keep the inning going here in the second. Next up, Nico Horner. 1 out, 1 man on. Horner waiting for the 1-strike pitch. He grounds it to second. The throw goes to short, the relay to first, and another 4-6-3 double play. So the Cubs score 3 times on 2 home runs. We go to the bottom of the second of a 3-0 ball game. Navarez leading off against Nola for the Brewers in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch from Aaron Nola. That's a pop-up to center. Chasing his Springer. He goes back and makes the play for out number 1. Ortega now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Ortega looking for the pitch. And a grounder towards second. Picked up by Horner. He throws to first for out number 2. Marrero the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 3-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch, and that is low. It is ball 4. So Nola issues the walk. That is his first of the game. Bringing up now Pedro Florimon. 2 outs, 1 man on. First pitch, and that's a low. The throw goes down to second, and the base is stolen. Marrero now has 7 stolen bases on the season. With 2 outs and a runner on second, Nola working with a 1-ball count. And there's a pop-up very high to right field. Harper with plenty of time to get under it. He makes the play to end the inning. So the Brewers strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the third of a 3-0 Cub lead. Rizzo facing Stroman here in the top of the third. 3-1 is the count. And Rizzo takes ball 4 inside. So the Cubs have the leadoff hitter on board with a base on balls. That'll bring up Carlos Correa. Runner on first, nobody out. Correa waiting for the 1-strike pitch, and he pops it up to right. Coming in is the right fielder. He's going to get under it, make the play for out number 1. Rizzo holding on first as Bryce Harper comes up. Runner on first, 1 out. 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. Harper check swing for strike 3. That is the second out of the inning. Springer now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Springer is 1 for 1 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Springer swings and misses for strike 3. So the inning is over. The Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the third of a 3-0 ball game. Stroman facing off against Nola to lead off for the Brewers in the bottom of the third inning. Full count. Nola delivers the pitch. That is low. It is ball 4. He just issued a walk to the opposing pitcher to lead off the bottom of the third inning. Lorenzo Cain now the batter facing Nola. 1 man on, nobody out. 2-2 is the count. And the ball gets away. He threw it right over the catcher's head. That is going to be a wild pitch. And now the Brewers have a runner in scoring position. With a full count to Lorenzo Cain here in the bottom of the third inning. Here comes the next pitch. That is low for ball 4. Nola suddenly struggling with his command. And now Arcia is the batter. With nobody out, 2 men on. Nola working. Here comes the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Going back is Horner. He looks up and makes the play for out number 1. Yelich now the batter. 2 men on, 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Yelich waiting for the 2-1 pitch, and he swings and misses, but the ball gets away again as the runners advance to second and third. So Yelich now facing Nola with 1 out, 2 men on. Full count pitch to Christian Yelich. Here it comes. Strike 3 is called right at the knees. A nice pitch there by Nola. Fastball at 95 to get the second out of the inning. Hyura now the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. Nola working with a 3-1 count and a pop-up on the infield. Going back is Horner in short center field. He makes the play to end the inning. So Nola escapes the jam. We go to the top of the fourth of a 3-0 Cub lead. Bryant facing Stroman. He's 1 for 1 with a home run, 2 RBIs in today's game. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch to Chris Bryant. And he lines that one right at the first baseman. Man, he hit that one right on the button. But Hyura makes a fine play for the first out of the inning. Santana now facing Stroman with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Danny Santana. And he swings and misses for strike 3. Stroman suddenly finding his groove here as he strikes out his 4th batter of this game. Wilson Ramos now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Full count pitch to Wilson Ramos. Here it comes. Inside for ball 4. So Ramos takes the walk. That's the 4th issued by Stroman. Brings up Aaron Nola. He is 1 for 1 today. Facing Stroman with 2 outs and a runner on first. 2-2 is the count. And a grounder toward third. Picked up, thrown to second. They get the lead runner to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 4th of a 3-0 ball game. Navarez facing Nola to lead off for the Brewers in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch to Omar Navarez. Here it comes. Line down the right field line. That'll be extra bases as it one hops to the wall. Navarez gunning for second. He is going to slide in with a double to lead off the Brewers' half of the 4th inning. Next up is Ortega with a runner on second, nobody out. Nola is working with a 2-strike count. There's a drive into the gap in right center field. That might just be deep enough, and he gets the home run. So the Brewers get 2 as Bernie takes the slide, and it is 417 feet down into the right center field wall for his 6th home run of the season. This is now a 3-2 game in favor of the Cubs, and we are going to need to warm up a reliever. Tariq Skubal is going to be warmed up. There is nobody out, nobody on. 2 runs already in. Devin Marrero is the batter now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nola working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Marrero. Grounder towards second. The second baseman Horner has it. He throws to first for out number 1. Florimon now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Florimon waiting for the pitch. Nola delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the 2nd out of the inning. And now Stroman is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Nola delivers the pitch. Grounder toward first. Rizzo has it. He throws to the pitcher covering, and that is going to end the inning. So the Brewers score twice. The Cubs still take a 1-run lead into the top of the 5th inning. So Skubal is ready to come in. Horner is the next batter. Top of the 5th inning. Cubs up by 1. 3-1 is the count to Nico Horner. He checks his swing. Ball 4 is called, and the Cubs have the leadoff runner on base here in the top of the 5th. Rizzo now the batter. Runner on first. Nobody out. Stroman working with a 3-ball count. That is inside for ball 4. He has now issued 6 walks in this game. So the Cubs with first and second and nobody out. And Navarez is actually kind of just an average catcher. Horner on second is pretty quick. We're going to try a double steal. Let's see what the first pitch is to Correa. That is a sinker for strike 1. What is the next pitch? That is inside, a slider for a 1-1 count. All right, now it's time to try to execute the double steal. Here is the pitch. The runners go. The throw goes down to second, and all right, so Rizzo is thrown out at second as they throw out the trailing runner. However, the Cubs now have a runner on third, 1 out, and a 1-2 count to Correa here in the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the next pitch. Correa swings and misses for strike 3. So 5 strikeouts now for Stroman, and that brings up Bryce Harper with a runner on third, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Stroman, they're going to intentionally walk Harper to bring up George Springer. Springer 1 for 2 today, coming up with 2 outs and runners on the corners here in the top of the 5th inning. Cubs looking for some more runs to extend this 1-run lead. Full count pitch to Springer. He grounds it up the middle. The shortstop has it. The throw goes to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. They strand 2. We're going now to the bottom of the 5th of a 3-2 ball game. Nola facing Kane here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2 count as Nola delivers the pitch. Strike 3 is called. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Arcia now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Nola delivers. And a drive to deep right center field. That is going to tie up the ball game. Nola gives up another home run, and now this is a 3-3 tie in the bottom of the 5th inning. A monster shot 441 feet into the right center field stands. And now Yelich is the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Yelich is facing Nola with a 2-strike count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The curveball gets him the punch out for out number 2. And now Hiura is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 2 balls is the count to Keston Hiura. Here comes the pitch and a pop up to left. Santana chasing. That is going to go down toward the line, and the catch is made to end the inning. But not before the Brewers tie up the ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So the top of the 6th is here. Chris Bryant leading off for the Cubs. He has a home run already in today's game. As Craig Stammen comes out of the Brewers bullpen. He has thrown 32 innings, walked 16, struck out 19 with a 6.47 ERA. Bryant facing Stammen with a full count. Here comes the pitch to Chris Bryant. And a liner up the middle. That is a leadoff single as Chris Bryant stops at first with a base hit. So now Danny Santana is the batter. And we do need to get... Skubal is going to get warmed up to come back in. He's going to get warmed back up to come into this game in the 6th inning. Stammen now facing Santana in the top of the 6th inning. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-1 is the count. And there's a drive into the gap in right center field. Down the line in right field. That is going to be extra bases. Is Bryant going to score? He stops at third. The Cubs now have 2nd and 3rd with nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. And Wilson Ramos is the next batter for the Cubs. He has a home run already in today's game. Ramos facing Stammen here in the top of the 6th inning. And the intentional walk is issued. So the bases are going to be loaded, and it's going to bring up the pitcher's spot, which means we now need a pinch hitter. Coming off the bench for the Cubs will be Mike Tauschman. The lefty Tauschman will face the righty Stammen here in the top of the 6th inning. Tauschman has a .222 batting average and 16 RBIs on the season. Stammen facing Tauschman. Here's the first pitch. It's a grounder towards short. The infield's drawn in. The throw comes home, and the runner is cut down at home for the first out of the inning. The bases are still loaded, and now Nico Horner is the batter. Top of the 6th inning, Stammen working, and Horner gets it out of the infield. Coming in fast, however, is Lorenzo Cain. He makes the catch. The run does score, and as Santana tags up and scores on the sacrifice fly. And that gives the Cubs back a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Anthony Rizzo now the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Stammen working to Rizzo. First pitch. Here it comes. Driven just over the second baseman's head into right center field. That might drive in another run. The runner is rounding. Is he rounding third? No. So that was Wilson Ramos at third. He stopped because he's kind of slow. And now Carlos Correa is the batter. He comes up with 2 outs and the bases still loaded here in the top of the 6th inning. 3-0 count. Stammen with the pitch. It is inside for ball 4. So the walk is issued, which forces in the run. The Cubs now have a 5-3 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Bryce Harper is the batter with 2 outs and the bases still loaded. Stammen working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Harper. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So Harper goes down swinging. The Cubs do score twice. They leave the bases loaded. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 5-3 ball game. And now, Tarik Skubal is coming into this ball game to pitch for the Cubs. He is going to come in to face the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the Brewers lineup in the bottom of the 6th inning. Navarez, the first batter he will face. Skubal on the mound looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. Grounder toward third. Bryant scoops it up. He throws to first for out number 1. Navarez retired, bringing up Garcia with 1 out, nobody on. Skubal working. Here's the pitch to Garcia. And there's a pop-up. Left center field. Chasing is Springer. He makes the play for out number 2. Skubal now facing Marrero with 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch to Marrero. Here it comes. Grounder towards second. Horner has it. He throws over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Brewers go down in order. We go to the top of the 7th of a 5-3 Cub lead. George Springer now facing Craig Stammen in the top of the 7th inning. 1 ball is the count. Springer waits for the pitch. And a pop-up on the infield. The catcher goes out. He's called off by the third baseman, who makes the play for the first out of the inning. Bryant now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Bryant 2 for 3 today. With a 1-strike count, Bryant waits for the pitch. And he grounds that one up the middle. The shortstop has it. The throw goes to first, and that is out number 2. Next up is Danny Santana with 2 outs and nobody on. Santana 1 for 3 today. And Yusmeiro Petit has come back in to today's game as well. Petit, having pitched yesterday, is back out on the mound now. He's thrown 33 and 2/3 innings, walked 6, struck out 31 with a 6.68 ERA. We're in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs and nobody on. Petit facing Santana, who's batting from the left side, and Santana grounds it to short. Picked up and thrown to first, which will end the inning. So the Brewers retire the Cubs in order. We're going now to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game, and today it looks like the kielbasa has won the sausage race. Skubal facing Florimon in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 strikes is the count. Florimon swings and misses for strike 3. That was a fastball at 102 miles an hour. Skubal now facing Hummel with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Skubal delivering the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Lorenzo Cain, the next batter, with 2 outs and nobody on. Skubal facing Cain with a 2-1 count. And a pop-up to left. Coming in is Santana. He looks up and he makes the play to end the inning. So the Brewers go down in order. We go to the top of the 8th of a 5-3 ball game. Now, Skubal's spot is due up second, which means that we are going to be bringing in Birdie to pitch in the next half inning in the bottom of the 8th. Get him warming up now. Devin Williams has come out of the Brewers bullpen. He has thrown 21 innings, walked 14, struck out 42 with a 5.57 ERA. Williams facing Wilson Ramos to lead off the Cubs in the top of the 8th inning. 1 ball is the count as Wilson Ramos awaits the pitch. Williams delivering. Grounder toward third. Picked up, thrown over to first. That is out number 1. Skubal now the batter. He will be pinch hit for, as Thairo Estrada will be called upon to make a pinch hitting appearance here in the top of the 8th inning. Estrada batting .262 with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs in the season. He's facing Williams with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count as Estrada waits for the pitch. And that's a liner past the shortstop into left field. That'll be a single for Estrada here in the top of the 8th inning. So with 1 out and runner on first, Nico Horner's the next batter. 2 balls is the count. Horner grounds it up the middle. That's another base hit. Estrada rounding second, heading for third. The throw is going to go to the cutoff man, and the Cubs now in business with runners on the corners and 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Anthony Rizzo now the batter with a chance to come through for the Cubs here in the top of the 8th inning. Rizzo 1 for 1. Looking to help the Cubs extend their lead. Here's the 2-strike count and the pitch to Rizzo, and he swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the 2nd out of the inning, and it brings up Carlos Correa. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Williams working with a 2-1 count. Grounder towards second. Picked up, thrown to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs strand two. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the eighth of a 5-3 Cub lead. And now Birdie is coming out of the bullpen to pitch in the eighth inning. Birdie has thrown 28 and 2/3 innings, walked 16, struck out 36 with a 2.51 ERA. Birdie faces Arcia in the bottom of the eighth inning. One strike is the count. Birdie looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. Lined into right field, coming in fast is Harper with a diving play. He gets it for the first out of the inning. Bryce Harper hits the ground hard, but he hangs on to it, and that is out number one. Christian Yelich now the batter. One out, nobody on. Birdie facing Yelich with a full count. Here comes the pitch. Inside for ball four, so the walk is issued, and that brings the tying run up to the plate. Keston Hiura now the batter with one out, one man on. I'll tell you, I don't have a problem with him walking Yelich in that situation. Birdie facing Hiura now with a one ball count. Here comes the pitch, and there's a pop up to left. Going back is Santana. He's going to have plenty of room, and he makes the catch for out number two. The ball gets back in quickly, preventing the runner at first from tagging up and advancing, and now Navarez the batter. Two outs, one man on. Birdie working with a full count. Here comes the pitch, and it's popped up. This time, coming in is Harper. He will make the play on his feet to end the inning. So the Brewers strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the ninth of a 5-3 ball game. And now we are going to warm up Edwin Diaz to pitch in the bottom of the ninth inning. Devin Williams remains on the mound for the Brewers. He has thrown one inning already, allowed 2 hits and 1 strikeout. Williams facing Harper with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Bryce Harper. And he pops it up. Right center field, medium depth. Chasing is the right fielder who puts it away for out number 1. Springer now the batter. He's 1 for 4 today. With 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count to George Springer. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Springer is the second out of the inning. Williams' second strikeout, and it brings up Chris Bryant with 2 outs and nobody on. Williams working. Full count to Chris Bryant. And a grounder towards second. Picked up, thrown to first, which ends the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We're going to the bottom of the ninth of a 5-3 Cub lead. And now Birdie is going to give way to Edwin Diaz here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Diaz will face the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Brewers lineup in the bottom of the ninth. Diaz working with a full count. Here is the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. Diaz records the strikeout. Man, we needed one of those yesterday. Edwin Encarnacion is now the batter. He's pinch hitting for the number 7 spot. He faces Diaz with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Encarnacion waits for the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Fastball at 99 just blew it right by him for the second out of the inning. And now Pedro Florimon, the batter. With 2 outs, nobody on. Diaz working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss to end the game. So Diaz strikes out the side to end the game. The Cubs are victorious 5-3, taking the series over the Brewers. Cubs getting 5 runs on 9 hits with no errors. The Brewers 3 runs on 4 hits with no errors. The Cubs player of the game is Wilson Ramos. He hit a home run, his 7th of the season. Aaron Nola gets the win. He went 5 innings of 4-hit, 3-run baseball with 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. Skubal, Birdie, and Diaz combined for 4 shutout innings of relief, as Diaz pitched a perfect 9th inning, striking out the side for his 17th save of the season. Certainly a far cry from yesterday's performance. Stallman gets the loss. He threw an inning and 2/3 of relief, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So the Cubs improved to 51-29 as the Brewers dropped to 36-45. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.